Good morning, dear students. You are welcome in Sanjeevanee Mahavidyalaya Chapoli in Department of Physics. Here we discuss the syllabus assigned by Swami Ramananda to Marathwada University, effective from 2020 to 21. For B.Sc second year students, CBCS students, subject physics, paper number 9, core paper it is, semester 4, section B, core paper basic electronics, paper number 9. The objective, this paper has credit to total marks 50, continuous assessment 10 and E.Sc 40. Learning objectives, to understand the basic concepts of semiconductors, semiconductor diodes and their characteristics, to know construction, working of transistors and their applications, to understand the basics and applications of op-amp, to use transistors in different combinations as oscillators for generating sinusoidal waves of different frequencies. The learning outcome, after completing this course, students will be able to: number 1, identify and understand construction and properties of different types of PN junction diodes. Second, apply knowledge of semiconductor devices to use them in different combinations to see their applications as amplifiers and oscillators. Third, design different circuits using semiconductor devices and demonstrate their uses. The first chapter include here. First unit is semiconductor diodes. It includes semiconductor, types of semiconductor, PN junction diode, Zener diode, LED, photodiode, varactor diode and their voltage current characteristics. Second unit is bipolar junction transistor, in short we say BJT. So in case of BJT, what are the different types of connections of BJT? In case of BJT, different types of connections such as common collector, common base and common emitter, its H parameters, analysis of C amplifier, CC amplifier, current gain, voltage gain, power gain, input resistance and output resistance and so on. And third unit is operational amplifier, in short we say op-amp, its basic circuit, common mode and differential mode signals, block diagram of op-amp, schematic diagram, schematic symbol, what are the ideal characteristics, input offset voltage, input offset current, input bias current, input impedance, output impedance, open loop gain, CMRR, slew rate, inverting amplifier, uninverting amplifier. All these concepts are included in op-amp. And last unit is sinusoidal oscillators. Basically, what is oscillator? What are the uses of oscillator? Types of oscillators? What about feedback? And different types of oscillators such as Hartley oscillator, Colpit oscillator, RC network, phase shift oscillator. What is the difference between these oscillators and which one is suitable, best one? All these things we discuss in detail. And here some books are recommended. in our syllabus. The books are, a list of the books is given so that you can handle the recommended books. These copies are available in our college library. Principles of Electrons, V.K. Mehta, S. Chan publication. This book is very useful. A multicolor illustrative edition, Principle of Electrons by V.K. Mehta. Electronic Principle by A.P. Maluno. Basic Electrons, Solid State, Bell Theresa, and so on. So these are, in case of options, L.I.C. by Ramakant Gaikwad. These are very important books, very useful. You can purchase some books also. Better to purchase some books for us. So in this way, this is the syllabus of your paper number 9, Basic Electronics. In this Basic Electronics, first unit is, already you know, it is a semiconductor diode. Actually, we should know what is diode. What is meant by semiconductor, what is meant by conductor, what is meant by bad conductor. All these things we should know first. Here, semiconductor diode. First of all, we see what is the meaning of diode. Di stands for 2. Di stands for 2. 2. And ode stands for electrodes. Diode is a passive component which has 2 electrodes. Now, what is meant by conductor and what is meant by semiconductor, what is meant by bad conductor? Conductor is a substance which has very low resistance. It offers very low resistance for the flow of electric current. Insulator or bad conductor is nothing but the substance whose resistance is very high for the flow of electric current. High in the sense we say infinite. Semiconductor whose resistance lies between conductor and insulator. And there are various types of semiconductors. Depending upon the valency of the substance. P-type semiconductor and N-type semiconductor. P-type semiconductor contains majority carriers as holes, and the N-type semiconductor contains majority carriers as electrons. And if P and N type of semiconductors are combined together, then the formation of a junction takes place. One electrode is connected to P-type material, other electrode is connected to N-type material, and there is a one junction between P and N, then such type of component is said to be PN junction diode. This PN junction diode is actually used for the conversion of AC into DC. Now let us turn towards, in short, Zener diode. This is also diode. It has two electrodes, but this Zener diode is used in the regulator circuit, in regulated power supply. Actually, their working is different. Different depending upon, different with respect to the biasings. PN junction diode works, conducts in forward biasing, whereas in Zener case, Zener diode works in reverse biasing. What is biasing? What are the types of biasings? Forward biasings, reverse biasing. All these things we are going to discuss in detail in next lecture. But till now, you remember PN junction diode conducts only in forward biasing and it acts as an open switch in reverse biasing. Zener diode, it conducts in only reverse biasing and in forward bias it acts as an open switch. In the same way, light emitting diode, in short we say LED, photodiode, varactor diode, and their voltage versus current characteristics. These concepts we shall discuss in detail in this first unit, semiconductor diode. In next lecture, we are discussing in details about semiconductor types, their junctions, Zener diode, LED, photodiode, varactor, and their VI characteristics in detail. Already you are familiar with the substances which are conductors, which are bad conductors, and which are semiconductors. These substances like gold, silver, copper, iron, etc. These are conductors. Substances like wood, plastic, paper, these are said to be bad conductors or insulators. And the substances like germanium, silicon, they are what? Semiconductors. So we discuss in details about the types of semiconductors also again. What is the difference between the different types of semiconductors? What are the uses? What are the uses of the semiconductor diodes? All these things we are going to discuss in detail in next lecture. Now, here, let us take a little pause and tomorrow we discuss about the next concept, remaining concept of this first unit. Thank you.